If x minus 2 the whole square, positive y minus 3 the whole square, positive z positive 4 the whole square is equal to 0, what is the value of x positive y positive z? And we have 4 options for this one. Okay, before we start solving this question, let us look at some stuff which is connected to this one. Okay, consider a squared value, that is x square. Okay, this x square, if I take a positive value for x, what will happen? Let's see. I'm taking a positive value 3 for x, then x square is equal to 3 square, then 3 times 3, which becomes 9. When I take a positive value 3 for x, I get a positive value for x square, that is 9. Okay, now let me take a negative value for x, that is, let's say x is equal to negative 3, then we get x square is equal to negative 3 the whole square, then we get negative 3 times negative 3. So negative times negative becomes positive, 3 times 3 becomes 9. Even when I take a negative value for x, the value of x square is still positive. So from this, it's clear whether we take a negative value or positive value for x, always this x square is positive. Okay, what if I take x is equal to 0? So x square is equal to 0 square is equal to 0 times 0, which becomes 0. Okay, when I take x is equal to 0, the value of x square is 0. So now we have a very clear stuff. So when x takes a negative value or positive value, x square is always positive. When x is 0, x square is 0. So from this, it's very clear the value of x square is either positive or 0. Okay, now our problem. So 3 square values add up to 0. If 3 square values add up to 0, then each square value must be 0, so that the 3 square values can add up to 0. So this one has to be 0, this one has to be 0, this one has to be 0. So that when we add the 3 square values, the result also will be 0. If the first one is 0, then the value of x must be 2. So that 2 minus 2 will become 0. So if the first square value is 0, we get x is equal to 2. If the second square value is 0, then y must be 3. So that 3 minus 3 is 0. If the third square value is 0, then z has to be negative 4. So that negative 4, positive 4 will become 0. Okay, now we have the values of x, y, and z. Our aim is to find the value of x positive, y positive, z. So x positive, y positive, z is equal to 2 positive 3, positive of negative 4. Okay, 2 positive 3 is 5, and positive times negative will become negative 4. 5 negative 4 is just 1. So the value of x positive, y positive, z is 1. So the correct answer choice for this question is option C.